If you're getting into running, then you need a pair of running shoes. Now I'll admit, when I ran my first half marathon, I used a pair of cross-training shoes. And while they worked well enough, as I was getting more consistent and more determined with my running, a pair of running shoes was necessary. But that's not a cheap investment. A pair of high-quality running shoes retails at least $100. So how can you invest in running shoes, maybe save 20% or more off on them, have them protect your feet, and be a part of your running and training program? That's what I'll be talking about today in How Do I Save Money on Running Shoes. First, you want to find the right running shoe for you. Now, you can go to many running shoe stores and they'll do a stride test for you. You'll get onto a treadmill and run, and an employee analyzes how your stride is to see the shoe that works right for you with the way your feet hit the pavement. From that point, you can then go ahead and try on some shoes in the store that work for you. Now, I did this recently. For years, I'd been running with the Brooks Adrenaline. I did the stride test, and it proved that was a good shoe for me. But then I started trying on other shoes in the store that were just like the Adrenaline, and I actually thought the Brooks Ghost felt great. And I ended up getting that, and I've been running with those ever since, and something about that extra cushion and comforting is great for me, and I've been loving running with the Brooks Ghost. Now, unless you want to pay full price, don't buy the shoes in the store that day. Head back home and go onto the internet, and you might find it for a little cheaper than what it is at the store. But the real way to save the most money on running shoes is to actually buy the previous year's version of the same shoe. For example, the Brooks Ghost 12 is what's currently out on the market. So I looked up the Brooks Ghost 11 and found this pair on REI for $99. Now that's $21 cheaper than if I had purchased the Brooks Ghost 12. Now, you might want to still check the reviews of the previous year's version of a shoe that you're looking for. But I'll be honest in saying that all the advancements that these shoe companies do make each year to year is nice, but nothing is so drastic that it's worth spending that extra money on. So I'm going to be planning on waiting it out to get the Brooks Ghost 12s once the 13s release. And in some cases, I've found where I've been able to purchase the previous year's version for $40 to $50, and that's clearly at a time where it was really at the end of its run, and a retailer, in this case Nordstrom, really wanted to get rid of their product and put it at such a low price on sale. So you might get lucky in that way too. So that's my suggestion on being both a smart shopper and a smart runner. And now not only can you cut time on your races, you can also cut costs as well.